Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Baby, I'm here with the message. The message I heard is spinster. And I literally received this message as I was setting everything up to get ready to start recording for y'all. I have two scriptures. The first scripture comes from Hebrews 8. And the sum concerning the things spoken of is we have such a chief priest who sat down at the right hand of the throne of the greatness in the heavens. The second scripture comes from James 4:1. From where are wars and fights among you? It is not from here. Out of your passions warring in your members. You desire, do not have, so you murder, and you are zealous and are not able to attain. So you fight in war, and you do not have because of your not asking. You ask and you do not receive because you ask badly, that you may spend it in your pleasures. Baby, God said for somebody, okay? You have it put in your head, like you have it fixed in your head, that you're going to be a spinster, okay? And for those of y'all that watch Bridgerton like I do, you already know that a spinster is a woman that decides not to get married. She isn't chosen for marriage, or she reluctantly decides that she just not going to get married, and that regardless if she decides she's going to be a business owner, or if she's going to be whatever it is that she's going to be, she just decides that marriage is not for her. It may be a situation where she doesn't want to deal with the highs and the lows of marriage. And you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, whew, I got a shiver with my hair. I showered before. Before I got dressed, obviously. But anyways, my hair is wet. So when it touched my shoulder, it made me shiver a little bit. But I just feel like this is somebody you are turning coldly, slowly. And God said, He don't want you to do that. And the reason He don't want you to do that is because, as it says here, like, it will cause problems. And I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody is not the same, and everybody not going to do the same thing. But God is saying you don't want to be in a position to where you are lonely, and so you go out, or you are attempting to find someone to soothe your loneliness, and the person you find actually belongs to someone else. So you are creating a war with someone, and instead of you just having your own person, you are creeping around with someone else's person. And while God has compassion up on your situation specifically, He is not going to have compassion if He has tried to give you someone, or He has given you someone, or He sent someone to you, or He put whatever inside someone's heart to be with you, and you decided to reject them because of whatever it is that they're doing. And, you know, instead of allowing God to do what He gonna do, because you have to understand, regardless to what you're dealing, maybe this is somebody that's cheating. They, you know what I'm saying? They not doing what they not stepping up to the plate. Like there's a new word called avoidant personality. Maybe it's somebody, they are doing everything that they possibly can to avoid having a relationship with you. Maybe they are insisting on, you know what I'm saying, being with any and everybody else. Maybe they like sleeping around on you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, God is saying, you know, and I feel like for somebody, it's like this person would prefer to sleep around with random people, and that stimulates from their own insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to think about it. Like, you have to be very confident in yourself to lay down with the same person every day for the rest of your life, because you gonna constantly see them. And you know what I'm saying, if you're someone that you get embarrassed, regardless if you're embarrassed about your body shape, you're embarrassed about maybe something you have going on, like, it's kind of like I just feel like you feel like it's more pressure to do right versus when it's a random person, a stranger, or, you know, somebody that you could just, you know what I'm saying, I hope ain't nobody person like giving people money for it, but you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like you don't care. I just feel like the pressure is not there. So I don't know what all that is, but God said, you know what I'm saying. Regardless to what this person got going on, it's making you feel like you might as well be lonely. You might as well be single. You might as well be by yourself because, and I get it, because it's kind of like, if you lonely and you constantly laying in the bed by yourself anyways, what's the point of being in a relationship? What's the point? Like, I just feel like, what is the point of you like having a person? You have somebody, you're being faithful to them, you are doing everything that you can as far in your ability to prove to them or to show them that you are for them. Meanwhile, you go to bed by yourself every night. You can't depend on them. You are lonely all the time. You are constantly feeling like you are unfulfilled. It's kind of like, what is the point? And this is somebody you feel like, what is the point? God said, the problems that you have in your relationship are not so big that they can't be fixed. There is no problem that is too big that God can't fix it. There is no situation where it's too big that God can't fix it. And he don't want you to have a life where you are basically on the other side of that. Instead of you being the wife, now you are the woman who is creeping around with somebody else's husband. And you know what I'm saying? Even though you may look at it like, man, I don't think that's going to happen. You got to think about, if you decide, you know what, I'm sick of men altogether, and you decide that you're not finna date anybody no more, you close your heart off to love altogether, you decide that you don't want like no kind of relationship with nobody anymore at all, like that means that you are basically about to go through life without an actual partner. And when you are interested in some intimacy, it's a 9 out of 10. So the person that's going to be okay with being intimate with you with no strings attached is somebody that is actually with somebody else. And now you have put I just feel like God said the shoe will be on the wrong foot. And you will be making yourself an enemy to God instead of you being a friend to God. Because when you are the one that is being hurt, it's kind of like right now you are in a position of the person that God is defending. But if you decide that you are going to step out of that, step out of what God is telling you to do, and you're going to do your own thing, and you're going to put yourself in the place of that woman, now you will become the person that God is going against. You will become the person that God is fighting. You will become the person that God got beef with. God said you will be at war. From where are the wars and fighting among you? Is it not from here, out of your passions, warring in your members? God is saying this is your passion. And it's like you'll be in a position to where you'll desire what you don't have. So you murder and you are zealous and are not able to attain. So God is saying, because, you know what I'm saying, when people get to a certain point in their life, they not leaving that person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that. I just feel like this is somebody, you will get to a certain point to where every time you meet somebody, you trying to take this person from who they with. They not going nowhere. They not leaving. And you know what I'm saying? They may step out on them, but they not leaving. They may creep around on them, but they not leaving. They are not going to see you the way they see whoever it is that they have decided is their person. And like right now you in a position to where somebody sees you that way. They hold you to a different standard than they hold anybody else. They don't see you as somebody that they just dealing with, like a late night hype type vibe. This is somebody that sees you as somebody they can build a future with. This is not somebody that just sees you as somebody that smash and dash. But I just feel like God is saying, if you put yourself in that place to where you upfront telling people, I want a serious, I just want da 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 da, baby, that's exactly what they are going to assume. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? And that's the position you gonna be in. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be somebody you gonna get to a point to where you gonna want to take this person from that person, and they ain't going nowhere. You're going to be at war with yourself, and you're going to be at war with God, and this is going to be the judgment of the Lord, because he said what he said, and he meant what he said. And even if you are in pain right now, give your pain to God. If you are heartbroken right now, give your heartache to God. If you are hurting right now, give your hurting, your pain to God. And understand that God will deal with it. You know what I'm saying? God said your person are probably already under judgment for whatever it is that they doing. Whatever it is they got going on, God is dealing with them. But you don't put yourself in a position to where you are the bad guy, okay? And I feel like that's like that's the basic thing of this message. Don't put yourself in a position to where you are the one that's wrong. You are the one doing wrong. You the one doing bad. Because right now you're not doing anything bad. You're not doing anything wrong. That's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.